Hey, this is Zanny Rom, and welcome back to Pokemon Friendship Red. In the last segment, Nick caught a plethora of Pokemon. So many Pokemon, I don't even recognize half of the team anymore. Really exciting. I am super excited to use Endor in particular. Being a Shelgon and evolving later into a Salamence, that is going to be the end of the game. Hopefully it will make it to the end of the game. I am a little concerned over the Rock-Steel type. You think that Steel-Rock would be a very good defensive type physically, but it's actually 2 times weak to fighting because a lot of the things that Rock resists are also the things that Steel resists. So we have 2 4 times weaknesses in fighting and ground. That makes me a little nervous, but I think we'll manage. Also, another thing I wanted to do was teach our new friend Mouthhead here the move Fly. Mouthhead is Murkrow typed and also has a much higher attack than special attack, so Fly is a pretty good same type attack boost move. Gonna forget Leech Life here, because I can't imagine ever using Leech Life at all. So that's just great. What I would like to do today is, well, I guess first forget about these guys wanting to battle us, but Mon, Joe, and Max. I don't think either of them is old enough to be a mother, and at least one of them is not the correct gender to be a mother. Anyway, what I would like to do today is to go back through Celadon City and catch a couple of the loose ends there. There's still a lot to do in terms of TMs and moves and that kind of stuff. Then I would like to take a short detour into Celadon City and then finish up by conquering the trainers on the route that Nick had passed up earlier. I thought that was an amazing strategic decision for Nick to intentionally not battle the trainers on Route 7 so that we can battle them later, now having caught a bunch of Pokemon. That is a really good decision. Not something that I would have thought of to do, and I am really excited for how that's working out for us so far. In the meantime, Crabhammer missing was not the most auspicious thing in the world, but that's fine. It's just a level 29 Tailo and a Metapod without Harden. But yeah, I'm excited to use Endor. I'm going to give Endor the Lucky Egg now. Hopefully if we can level it up a lot earlier, then it will be bulky enough to not immediately die to any ground or fighting type attack. Incidentally, Steel Rock is also the type of Aggron, but Aggron kinda makes up for it by having a ridiculously huge physical defensive stat, as well as in the later generations, the ability Sturdy, which prevents it from getting KO'd in one hit. So, that's just that. We have to get the tea here from this old woman in order to quench the thirst of the guards. It's a key item. In Red, Blue, and Yellow, the original games, you had to go up to the vending machine in order to do that. So they changed that a little bit there. I remember when I was playing through it the very first time as a little kid not really knowing what was going on, I never made that connection that, oh, getting drinks for the guards is how you're supposed to get into Celadon City. So there we go. That guy is flat out broke, lost all his money to the casino, wants to throw his coin case away. And I'm not necessarily recommending that we do the same thing, but I would like to check out the TMs and Pokemon available, see if we can get anything good. Okay, so we just have the numbers. Ice Beam... Thunderbolt, okay. I think that the names here are the names of the actual TM moves in Fire Red, not the ones in the hack version. I wonder if we have any of those already. 13, 23, 24, 30, and 35 were the numbers, and we don't have any of those moves there. So there are 5 unknown TMs at the game corner. They're all pretty expensive in terms of coins, and we don't know what anything is, so it would be a crapshoot anyway. I guess we can't really afford to get them, but it's something to keep in mind. Yeah, these Pokemon are definitely probably not these Pokemon, and I have no reason to believe that the items are as well. Yeah. Okay, so Game Corner is still a bit ambiguous. I'm gonna go into the Game Corner itself, see if any of these coins that are just lying around the floor are still coins, or if they are other items instead. Yeah, sure. Okay, it looks like they're all still coins. So, no special items that we can get there. I would be interested in getting the Game Corner Pokemon just to see what it is, but we already got our catch for Celadon City, if you can call it a catch, in the form of the Mawile that we had earlier. So, what I'm going to do now is go through the Celadon department store. There's going to be a ton of TMs we can get here, and I want to see what they are. Okay, Spite, Follow Me, Swallow, Fire Spin, Destiny Bond, Bounce. What is up with these TMs? Why is everything so bad? Bounce is the most useful one. Let's get 2 of those and see what we can teach it to. Fire Spin is the only other actual attack. Destiny Bond we're never going to use, because hopefully we're never going to need to die in order to kill a opposing Pokemon. Spite and Follow Me, man, that's disappointing. Do you just sell normal stuff? Yeah, this guy just sells normal stuff. It's funny that super potions are sold here. Okay, do we have anything that we can sell? Red Shard, only 100 though. I don't know what they do in this game. I think that you can trade them later in the Seti Islands to people for other cool stuff, but I'm not exactly sure about that. Okay, Carbos. Carbos we don't need. The increase in speed is pretty marginal, and I think we would do well with selling it for almost as much money as a nugget. The Max Revive, that was what I thought was in here that we were looking for. That we definitely do not need, because there is no way to legally use a Max Revive in a Nuzlocke. Alright, let's see what this guy teaches us. Twister. What can learn Twister? It's a low dragon type attack. Yeah. Well, a lot of things can learn it, but I don't think a lot of things would benefit from it. Maybe Hairy Arm instead of Powder Snow, but I like Powder Snow because Ice is at the very least, a type that is super effective against a lot of things. What does this guy sell? This guy sells the stones. Pokédolls, I think we should get a couple. What would be good for Pokédolls is if later on we run into wild Pokemon with the abilities Arena Trap or Shadow Tag, like we had done earlier, then we can use a Pokédoll in order to get out in the case of an emergency. Alright, this guy just sells vitamins, which I don't think are worth it. But I do think it is worth it to get a couple Pokédolls, just in case. We won't be able to use it on trainers, obviously, but to have it for the wild Pokemon is not too bad. Okay, Rooftop. First I'm gonna get one of everything for the girl who gives us TMs. And let's see what we can get. She wants something to drink, and let's give her lemonade. TM 33. Grudge. So that move is only going to take effect if something is about to faint, and that is pretty much useless for us. TM 20. Endeavor. A little less useless for us, but hopefully we're not going to be in a situation to take that much damage, and therefore we wouldn't want to use it. TM 16. Smokescreen is just glorified stand attack. So I'm really disappointed with the TMs that we're acquiring in Celadon City. What I am going to do, however, is get a lot of drinks from here, and I'll speed this up. So, I got a whole bunch of drinks. We have 25 lemonades, 19 fresh waters. Again, I like the vending machine because fresh water is the single best value healing item in the game. It's as powerful as a super potion, but for 2/3 the cost of a potion. And then lemonade, 350, which is half the cost of a super potion, but it heals 80 instead of 50. So that's just great. Between the two of those items, I expect that to carry us through a lot of the mid-game, and if we ever run out of fresh water and lemonade, then we can just come back here and get more. The only problem with it is you have to order them one at a time like I did just there, so that's whatever. Oh, there was an item here that I think Nick didn't catch. X accuracy. Whatever. Also, I bought Bounce earlier, and forgot to see if anything can even learn Bounce. It's a flying type attack, not as accurate as Fly, but slightly more powerful. Endor can learn it. Okay. I don't think we're gonna need Hypnosis. It's only 60% accuracy, which is pretty shaky, and it conflicts with Stun Spore, so that's not too useful. I like how Pokemon learn moves by having the CD pressed against their head. If only real life worked like that, if you could just put a book on your temple and then all of a sudden have read the contents inside. Rain Fauna can learn Bounce. Eruption, Razor Wind, Psywave, and Glare. I think Psywave is a good thing to forget. We already have a special type attack in the form of Eruption. Psywave doesn't deal that much damage generally, and Bounce is slightly more accurate, so I'm okay with having some Flora learn Bounce as well. Okay, now I want to go into Celadon City. I'll give you the tea, it looks awfully tasty. Hooray! How is he going to share the tea with the other guards? He's stuck behind the counter. And also, how is there that much tea to go around? So here is Rocket-occupied Celadon City. I don't know what all we can do here just now. I was hoping that we could go into Copycat's house, because Copycat is going to teach us a move tutor move that is probably not Mimic. Can we go into Psychic's house? Yes, we can. Here's another free TM. I did want TM29, but is it Psychic? It is Mist Ball. What is Mist Ball? That is one of Latias's signature moves, I believe? Yeah, okay. Honestly, it would have been better if it was actually Psychic, but this is a decent attack. A bunch of good things can learn it. I'll hold on to it for now. It only has 5 PP anyway, so it's still going to be pretty niche. But, alright, Mist Ball, I can live with Mist Ball. That's a fine attack. Okay. So that's essentially all we can do in Celadon City without clearing out Team Rocket. We might be able to do the dojo as well, but I think let's pass on that for now. I'm going to speed this up to double time, and let's level up some Pokemon. Okay, we're going twice as fast. You're good at Pokemon, but how is your chemistry grade? Well, I learned a little bit of chemistry from Mr. Cooper, and my chemistry grade was pretty good, and I actually remembered some of it going into college, even though I didn't have to take a chemistry class. So, I would say my chemistry grade is alright. How about yours, sir, with an Eevee? I wish we had an Eevee. Rock Slide is fine. Twin Needle. So what I was thinking about with Celadon City is there are 2 opportunities for a giveaway Pokemon. One, we have the dojo, which gives you the option of, in the original Fire Red on Leaf Green, Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, so we can do that. Or, alternatively, we can get the replacement for Lapras if we go through Sylph Tower. I think it would actually be better not to get the Lapras, even though it's free, and to get the Fighting Dojo Pokemon, because I think we get to see what each of them are in actuality before we are forced to choose. Also, those Pokemon are at level 30, I believe. I don't want to go get them now, because I'm a little worried about the levels of the Pokemon in the dojo. I don't want to lose something incidentally, and I think it's better to level up here first, but that is an option that we can go for. I also like that Nick did not catch the Pokemon in the route where you get the secret HM Fly. I think that's better. I think it's better to wait for our opportunity to catch Snorlax there, but if we're in a pinch and we really need Pokemon to fill out the team quickly, then maybe it would be worth it to go back and renege on that. Donna with the Psyduck. That Cosmic Power was pretty annoying. Okay, I'm gonna switch. We'll switch to Mouthhead actually. Can't be too careful with these new Pokemon. Yeah, let's switch out. Can't be too careful with these new Pokemon. With Endor in particular, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get Endor at a level enough that is comfortable and would be able to tank certain attacks. Eruption is going to do a truck ton of damage in the sun and at full health. Not very effective, but you are gone. Meltdown. Yeah, that was a meltdown. Eruption and all. Okay, I'm gonna go back to... Oh, shoot. Meowth is so cute! What I was gonna say before I so rudely got interrupted by the police is I'm gonna go back to Lavender Town and fight these trainers from the right side. Okay. Mouthhead is Flying Dark. Mudshot is a ground type attack that is super effective. So let's switch to Hairy Arm instead. Aromatherapy! Hooray! Thanks for the good smells. And goodbye. Rayquaza! Oh no! Weren't you supposed to have a Meowth and sing meow meow meow? Sure. I don't even remember what Rayquaza has. Shockwave is super effective. He must have a good special attack stat, because we have a great special defense stat. I think we can take a critical hit Shockwave, so I'll stay in Crabhammer. Good thing that we were able to get rid of it right away. Didn't we one-shot a Rayquaza in a video earlier? I'm pretty sure that was a thing that happened. What move was the thing that did that? Oh no, it was Powder Snow! Yeah, it was Powder Snow, and it was Hariyama using it. That's what one-shot of the Rayquaza. Rayquaza is indeed weak to ice, if we ever see that Pokemon again. And maybe we will. Okay, I don't feel too bad about using our Eruption PP now. Better to use it when Rain Fauna is at relatively full health than to wait until later. So, Cop Jessica, which is probably the second or third time that that name has come up. Thank you for your rude interruption, but I'm going to go back to Lavender Town, heal up, and start battling again. I'll get maybe half the way through these trainers. We can let Nick take on the other half, and then move on. We have a lot of options as to where to move on. We can do the dojo now, but I'm a little worried about the Pokemon in the dojo. We can do Sylph Tower now, but I'm more worried about the Pokemon in Sylph Company. We can do Rocket Game Corner now. We might even be able to do the Celadon Gym now. So, got plenty of options for fights later. Good thing we were able to beat it before he could destroy us with something related to Swords Dance. Yanma, let's Twin Needle this. And goodbye. Another Nurse Tristian. Also, I like the censorship that the Gambler has. He's a rambling gaming dude, not a rambling gambling dude. Potion in the Grass is kind of boring. Thunderstone in the grass is kind of exciting, but not right now. Sharp Beak, that increases flying type attacks, and we have a bunch of flying type attacks, so let's give that to... who do we want to give that to? I say Mouthhead. Fly is 100% accurate and is probably Mouthhead's strongest attack right now, so that's fine. But as I was saying, Rambling Gaming Dude, they did a lot of censorship from in Fire Red compared to the original Pokemon Red. I also like how there are tamers and cool trainers, and even some of the gym leaders are carrying whips to whip their Pokemon, and they remove that in every single game after this because they figure, oh yeah, well, whipping things is bad. Okay, we got Poison Tail, 50 base power, 100% accuracy. That's essentially what Twin Needle is, and it's less powerful than Bounce. Poison Tail's a good attack, but Poison type is only really good against Grass-type Pokemon, and we already have Bounce to handle any Grass-type moves, so I'm okay with forgetting it. Let's use Twin Needle here. Feather Dance, that's fine. Not very effective. Okay. Well, another Sacred Fire should take it out, and then we don't have to worry about the Feather Dance move. So, good for us. Another Eevee! Well, let's switch out because we were Feather Danced earlier. I'll go to Rain Fauna instead. Maybe I should have gone to Mouthhead, but that's okay. Now that Rain Fauna has a couple decent attacks, it will carry a lot more weight than it did before. Hopefully, Swift doesn't critical hit again. Sonic Boom will never critical hit. Boom! Chance to paralyze. And it is gone. Nice. Okay, another Liliana. No, it is not logical how many people are named Liliana in this game. The twins are going to want a double battle. And/or let's let Mouthhead at the front. Maybe we'll switch one of them out for Hariyama later. She'll shock us with her twin power. Stu and Nick. Okay. Neither of them look like a Stu or a Nick, or a cute couple for that matter. I wonder if this game intentionally makes the trainer classes just really dumb, given what the original trainers are. Here are our bouncing, flying Pokemon with the multi-hit flying type moves. Electricity's power is weakened, no problem. Which one of them is going to be on the ground? I don't know. I don't know. And see ya. Cool, so that went well. Stu and Nick, her twin power is gone. Okay, let's get into one more fight and then I'll pass the reins over. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Only one of those things is true, Servant Donna. There was another Servant Donna on this very same route, if I recall correctly. That's ridiculous. Soft boiled, I wish we had that. Jelly Bob. I miss you. That's the move that KO'd Rock Snake, I believe. Sky Attack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You trying to soft boil to get up to max HP? Well, I'm gonna take it all down! From the sky. Look at all our flying type coverage. One Pokemon with Fly, two Pokemon with Bounce, and Sky Attack there. Maybe we got a little flying type coverage redundancy. And with that, I will end the segment. Nick, as I said, you got plenty of options to go forward, and I expect that you'll take another fantastic one as you have done so already. Have a good day!